Jimmy Dean Show.
Howdy. Where the cows howl and the wind blows free, a simple gray 6x3, but bury me not on the lone prairie. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Teresa Brewer. How'd you like that? The Jubilee 4.
Howdy, 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 howdy.
The Willis Sisters. And the old buddy Ralph.
Howdy.
You're nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. Now you may be king, yeah, you might possess this whole world and all its gold, but that gold won't buy your happiness. Or when you're growing old, this whole world is still the same. You're not gonna change it, never gonna change it, as long as the stars shine above. No, you're nobody, but somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love. I said you're nobody till somebody loves you. Now you're nobody till somebody cares. Now you may be king, yeah, you might possess this whole world and all its gold, but that gold won't buy you happiness. when you're growing old. This old world, it's still the same. You ain't gonna change it. Never gonna change it. Just as long as the stars shine above. I said you nobody, somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody. You better get yourself somebody. Go out and find yourself somebody to love right now. Very good. Tricky drummer. Very athletic, you know. Very pleasant. Oh, you're... All right, fine. Good evening to you. Welcome to our show. We think what we have is a good show. We have some wonderful people on it. Jackie Mason, Teresa Brewer, the Jubilee 4, I knew I'd think of it in a minute, the Willis sisters, my old buddy Ralph, and a whole gang. So between times answering the trick-or-treaters, if you'll spend the hour with us, we'd be delighted to have you. I was going to tell a Halloween story. I don't know any. And so I know one, and Andy Williams told that the other night, so I ain't going to tell that. But I could tell one story. One time on Halloween, no, it really wasn't on Halloween at all, but 3 guys are up in Alaska. They're hunting bear. No, they're bear hunting. But they're up there, and they're in this little old 6x6 hunting cabin. And 2 of these old boys pumping up these Magnum rifles, getting ready to go. And a Texan was in the group, and he's sitting there watching them. Says, what are you doing? He said, we're going hunting. He said, you mean you're going to use them rifles on them bear? They said, sure. He said, boy, I get them on my bare hands. That's the way I do it. They said, sure you do. He said, I'll show you. And he left. He'd gone an hour and a half, 2 hours. They figured he'd either frozen or a bear had killed him. A little bit, they hear something coming down the side of the hill hollering, open that door! Open that dang door! And they look out, and here he comes down the side of that hill like a herd of turtles and a bear right on his tail. So they slang the door open, that old boy charges right up to the door and then just sidestepped like that, and then the old bear plummeted right into the house, and he shut the door and backed off and said, skin that and I'll bring you another in a minute. That happened on Halloween. Things like that kind of bring a tear to your eye, don't they? We got a guy that's going to bring a tear to your eye, and we're going to book him again on the show, maybe 3 times. And on the 3rd time, I may understand part of what he's talking about. I've had a ball with him all week long. He's a delightful and funny guy, and a nice guy, Jackie Mason, all right?
How do you do, Jimmy? Glad to see you. It's really a thrill to be on your show. Well, personally, I'm not too excited about being in New York right now altogether. I'd rather be in Washington, I'll tell you the truth. You know what I'm talking about? That's where all the action is right now. You hear about that German girl? Usually I'm not that excited about Germans altogether, I'll tell you the truth. But in this case, I was willing to make an exception. And I'm not the only one. You notice Congress hasn't passed too many bills lately this year. They're busy. They got other... No, I won't go into that. Well, it's an amazing thing. I could never figure out why you have to import a girl like this from Germany. A German camera, I can see you bring it in. A German car, maybe. But a girl? Who's such an expert that they could see the difference? That's one of my best jobs. Although she fits perfect in this year, you know what I'm talking about, for this administration, I think she fits perfect. After all, Kennedy always said that we should move forward with vigor. And it's also a physical fitness program that we have right now. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, all those, the 50-mile hikes I noticed nobody has taken lately since they showed up. But that's another story. I won't go into that. I figured out why she really came to this country. What is she going to do in Germany? Adenauer is 86 years old. You notice that since she came back to Germany, he quit. He hasn't been heard of since. He's hiding. I don't really want to mix in politics. I'm going to Russia anyway. Russia's a great place. That's the only place in the world where they're not worried about communism. Well, actually, they need me in this country to be a candidate for the Republican Party. Do you know how desperately the Republican Party needs a candidate? There isn't one person in the whole Republican Party that's willing to admit that he's running for office. They're all candidates, but they're afraid to admit it. I don't know why. It's such a big job. Could you figure this out? Do you follow anything I'm talking about there? Take a look what's happening. Rockefeller's been in Wisconsin for 3 weeks trying to prove to everybody that he's not a candidate. There's nobody. Goldwater's are running around from house to house all over the country telling each person separately that he's not interested. Nixon even took in a plane straight from Europe to come here in time to remind everybody that he's definitely out of the race. So you figure this out. Nixon made a big speech about this subject. He says, under no circumstances will he consider even running for the presidency of the United States, and he wants everybody to know that that's final. However, if I'm elected, he says... To me, it's an amazing thing how he's one of the front runners, Nixon. You know how he got there? From losing in California. When he lost for the presidency, everybody said he was wiped out. But when he lost for the governorship, he became the top candidate. He became a big man from losing. The Republicans are very interested in him. You know why? They're afraid to lose when they're winning. They feel if they're going to lose, they better lose with the next one. He'll know how. He's got experience. You know what I'm talking about? I'd like to see a campaign personally between Nixon and Stevenson. This would be a fantastic campaign. Nobody would win. Thanks a lot, I'm glad you're catching on to me. Well, I begin to notice, I don't know if you realize it, as soon as Nixon lost in California, do you notice how he moved to New York? Right away. A loser's more comfortable in New York. All the losers are here. I don't know if you noticed it. The Mets are here. Eddie Fisher's here. He looks at Eddie Fisher, feels like a winner. Do you know what I'm talking about? Well, 2 out of 3, good enough. You can't guess everything. Personally, I think the head man in the Republican Party is Goldwater. That's what everybody thinks right now. But Rockefeller's going to catch up to him. Goldwater has a platform, but Rockefeller's got a foundation. Think that over. It's one of my best jokes. Although Goldwater's a promising candidate, I can't deny that he's been promising so much. I heard a rumor that if he's nominated, Kennedy is going to vote for him. You lost another good joke. Well, personally, I think that we could work this whole thing out this way by electing a guy like me. If I was the president, I would put this country on a money-making basis once and for all. No matter who we've won, who we've nominated. Wait, I'll straighten it out. No matter who is ever the president of the United States, every year this country can't balance the budget. Nobody has been able to put this country on a money-making basis. Do you notice it? We haven't had one successful season yet. Do you know why? I'll explain it to you. I'm not busy. It's because the reason is, I'll explain it to you. Don't rush me. The reason is that the Congress, the Senate, and the President, they get paid whether we make money or not, so they don't care. Why should they care? I say put them on commission. That's the only way we'll make money. Wait till you see what happens if I'm the president. I would make a proclamation immediately. I would declare that I would consider any attack against Israel as an attack against Miami Beach itself. Thank you very much. Well, I'm glad I worked for you because I felt if I should be a hit, why shouldn't I help you? I
need it. Lord knows I need it. I knew you'd kill him. You did a beautiful, beautiful job.
I knew it, too. I'll be honest.
I've been trying to think. I was standing back there, and I wanted to, with a big congratulations, but I really can't find a word for it. Unless, one word.
Yeah?
Mazel tov.
Well, thanks a lot. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy Dean Boy.
See you later, Jack. Jack will be back with us in just a minute, and we'll have more show right after this message.
We got a young'un that ain't knee-high to a duck and wouldn't weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. As a matter of fact, she's 5'1", but you never heard this much voice in one gal in your life. A good friend of mine and a heck of a singer, Teresa Brewer. Here she is,
Some of these days, you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna feel so lonely. You'll miss my hugging. You're gonna miss my kisses. You'll miss me, honey, when you go away. You're gonna feel so lonely. For me, honey, and you know, honey, you've always had your way. And when you leave, you know I'm gonna grieve. But you're Mr. Sweet, sweet mama, some of these days. Get along, baby, I'm your way. I can't use you no more, that's all I've got to say. Yeah. Get along. Down way from St. Louis. Climb the ladder of success. I've seen the town and country cars that were parked out in front of your fancy address. Came a long way from St. Louis. He broke a lot of hearts between. I met a gang of gloomy gals who were doing alright till you came on the scene. You flew in from the Middle West and certainly impressed the population you're about. Well, baby, I've got news for you. I'm from Missouri too, so naturally I've got my doubts. You got 'em dropping by the wayside, a feeling I ain't gonna know. Came a long way from St. Louis, but baby, you still got a long way to go. Go back to St. Louis, back to where you came from. I don't want you no more. Darling, darling. Don't give me that sweetheart. I'm hip to you now. Step back to College Town. You flew in from the Middle West and certainly impressed the population here about. Well, baby, I've got news for you. I'm from Missouri too, so naturally I've got my doubts. You got 'em dropping by the wayside, a feeling I ain't gonna know. Came a long way from St. Louis, but baby, still got a long way to go. You came a long way from St. Louis, but you still got a long way to go.
Ah, if there ever was a sweetie, you're it.
Thank you, sir.
You know what? She's got on high heels. You kick off just one of them. Okay.
You got on high heels, too.
Well, well,
What are you going to do now, Dean?
huh? Young'un, you want to come back a little later and do one of the country things from your new album that we have in the country segment?
I'd love to. You just hit an A flat on a banjo, and I'll hear it and come running.
I don't think A flat is on a banjo, but we'll wait for you, all right? Sweet. You've got four of the prettiest big-eyed daughters you ever looked at in your life. A real sweetie. Sings up a storm. Let's Peter do kind of a Halloween type song, all right? That old black magic has me in its spell. Old black magic that you weave so well. I see fingers up and down my spine. That same old witchcraft when your eyes are mine. Wait a minute, Pete. Oh, hi, Ralph.
What do you mean, hi, Ralph? Aren't you scared? Don't you feel like fainting or something? Boo!
No, I don't feel like fainting or something. I don't think so.
Killjoy? I tell you, that face sure scared somebody tonight.
Who?
Me. I guess the only one that gets scared on Halloween is me.
Now, come on. What the heck are you scared of?
Halloween?
Really?
You know, the people next door to me have a chicken in the backyard.
Yeah?
And tonight when I went past there, the chicken went, boop, 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 boop.
Does that scare you?
All I can say is that I nearly laid the egg.
That's silly, Ralph.
The worst part was the humiliation.
Really?
Never thought a chicken would ever call me chicken. Oh, cluck,
Now,
cluck.
that, what?
Cluck.
Cluck. That's hard to take. That is hard to take.
You know, kids do mean things on Halloween, too.
Huh?
A couple of them tied a tin can into my tail.
Bet that's smart, so might don't.
Yeah. Ever try to wag a pound and a half of spaghetti and meatball? Ooch, ouch, ooch, ouch.
You know, Ralph, I don't think that the kids probably really meant to harm you at all.
No?
No.
How'd you like it if a kid tried to tie a tin can to your tail?
Well, I don't have a tail, Ralph.
Oh, that's right. You're so nice to me, I keep forgetting you're not a dog, you know. Oh, I just wish Halloween were over. I know some witch is going to get me for this night.
Now, wait.
Some witch.
Witch get you?
Yeah.
You know very well there are no such things as witches.
There aren't?
Certainly not. Now, you still afraid?
I'm just afraid of one thing.
What?
I'm afraid you're lying.
I wouldn't lie about a thing like that. There are no such things as witches.
Well, okay, but you didn't say anything about ghosts and ghouls and monsters and vampires.
That goes without saying.
No, say it.
Look, repeat after me. There are no ghosts.
There are no ghosts.
There are no ghouls.
There are no ghouls.
There are no monsters.
There are no monsters.
Right. Now, you see?
There are only vampires.
Well, you got it bad. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, boy.
Well, just don't let me out of your sight, Jimmy. I mean, you know, stick close to me and let me stick close to you.
Stick with you.
Yeah.
Stay right by you.
Yeah.
Kind of like you shadow.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good.
Me and my shadow strolling down the avenue. Me and my shadow. Not a soul to tell our troubles to.
And when it's 12 o'clock, we climb the stairs. We never knock.
There's nobody there. Just me.
my
shadow.
and
Goblins, ghosts, and witches too. Is it any wonder we're feeling blue? Boo! Ah!
You know, I'm not nervous too often about introducing guests of ours, but the one that I'm about to introduce makes me a little nervous. We've had him on the show. This is the third time, the fourth time, and every time before something's happened to him. A little bit of an accident on the stage, and we've kind of fixed it this week to where we don't think anything can happen. He's just going to be right there in a nice big curtain and sings a heck of a song. He's a new talent, a good singer. We'd like you to welcome him once again, Ron Martin. Here he is.
Night and day, you are the one. Only you, neath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are. I think of you.
Bill Johnson, Teddy Brooks, Jimmy Adams, George McFadden, names that probably don't mean a great deal to you as I just said them. But when you put them together, they're one of the most exciting singing groups that I've heard in many, many a moon. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jubilee Four. Here they are.
Now an old cowpoke went right out one dark, windy day. On a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw. They were plowing through the rugged skies, and up a cloud it dropped. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yo, goes riding through in the sky. Now the brand was riding in the sky. Yeah, the brands were still on fire, and the hooves were made of steel, and the horns were black and shiny, and the hot breath that he could feel. Well, a bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, because he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard the mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi, yo, 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 riders do in the sky. Now the riders passed on by him, and he heard one call his name. Well, if you want to save your soul from hell on this range, cowboy, change today, or with us you will ride. Just trying to catch that devil's herd through the endless sky. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi, yo, 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 in the sky. Ghost riders riding in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky.
Yeah, big.
They're fine.
They're very,
Oh, they're not bad at all. Not like me, but it's not bad.
You know what? We've been running around so fast that we haven't really had the chance to talk. And I guess that's just about as good, because I wouldn't understand a word of what you said anyhow.
Well, that's why I think we make a perfect combination. I don't understand you that well either, to tell you the truth. And I think if two people don't understand each other, you never have to worry. We'll never fight.
That's true. That is very, very
Because
true.
we'll never know what we're fighting about.
You know, is it true? Somebody told me...
I wasn't finished. See, I don't know if you heard about it. I got a lot to say.
Really?
Yeah, you happen to be dealing with a better class of people.
Really? Well, I'm willing to listen.
Why not? What do you got to lose?
The whole show. How you feel about that?
Well,
You know, Jackson...
What?
I'm not through yet. I know. Go ahead. It's all right. Go ahead.
I figured you got a whole show every week. I only got a couple of minutes. Let me try my best.
Go.
I forgot what it was already.
I was going to ask you something. Somebody said that you were... really, this accent was something, but that you are really quite an authority on the Old West. Is that true?
Oh, positively. I tell you the truth, too. Don't tell nobody. I'm only mentioning it because maybe nobody's watching. But but I'll let you in on a secret. You see this accent? I put it on.
Really?
I put it on. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Certainly.
I know that, you see, this kind of an accent is today a big thing.
Yeah?
Yours, whatever. But this is a big thing today.
Yeah.
Although I don't think it was easy for me to put this on because originally I come from your neighborhood. I don't know if you could tell.
Is that so?
Oh, you didn't know that?
I thought it might have been East Texas. Certainly not my neck of the woods.
East
No.
Texas, maybe. Tel Aviv. No. I really come originally from Texas. As a matter of fact, I didn't intend to bring it up, but my family happens to be among the original settlers in this country. They had a ranch in Texas. I don't know if you heard about it.
No, I don't think.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I've got a feeling I'm going to.
Why not?
What was the name of it?
The bar mitzvah. No.
Really?
They were really big cattlemen there. Tremendous. Only big cattle they handled. And as a matter of fact, I had an uncle who had 300 head of Goldsteins.
No, wait. That's Holstein.
Holsteins, huh?
Yeah.
Well, listen, you go to your cattle, I'll go to mine.
I'll get the sky for you.
They were tremendous.
You know, I really believe it. You are quite an authority on the West. I can tell the way
You can tell from the way I look and the way I talk.
Yeah.
Sure, it's all my whole personality.
Two-gun Mason there. Yes, sir.
That's it. That's what they used to call me. My other gun got lost. I wish I could. But you want me to tell you a true story? See, I don't like to show off. That's not my nature.
Huh?
Uh-huh. Well, you believe that, you believe anything. But I'll let you in on a secret. You see, when my family first settled in this country many years ago, I don't know if you heard about it. I didn't intend to bring it up, but I have a great-grandfather who was the original signer of the Declaration of Independence.
Is that so?
That's right. It wasn't easy for him to sign it.
Really?
Because he was living in Poland at the time. But he took one look, he liked it. Signed it right away. I'll tell you another thing that my family accomplished. One is you still got nothing else to do. Did you ever hear General Custer with his last stand?
Everybody's heard of Custer.
Well, do you know that my uncle had a stand right next to Custer? But he didn't bother with Custer. It's all pizza pie. He knew that from Custer you cannot make a living. I don't even like to show off. I got to change. I just want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear of the Boston Tea Party?
Yeah.
Who do you think was the caterer? It's an amazing thing. You see, most people don't know too much about American history. This is what bothers me. Do you know that most people don't even know that we're in this country by accident? You didn't know that. I have to tell you everything.
No, I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that.
Do you know that when Columbus discovered America, he wasn't even looking for America. He was looking for a shortcut to India.
Yeah.
Nobody could figure it out because he was with Queen Isabella at the time. I don't know if you heard of it.
No, I didn't hear
And he was
that.
doing pretty good.
Somebody,
All of a sudden, he started to look for a shortcut to India. Everybody else was looking for a shortcut to Queen Isabella. Do you know when Columbus came here, he didn't even know where he was. He was wandering around in a circle for days. That's why to this day it's called Columbus Circle.
Hey, is it true that you are also quite an authority on Lincoln?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that, as long as we rehearsed it. Because it happens...
You already done something we didn't.
It happens to be the truth. He's making with a finger. I think it's throat hurts.
He wants us to get to really the Lincoln thing.
I'm glad you mentioned it. It'll take a second. Get rid of him. He's an anti-Semite. Let me tell you about Lincoln.
I wish you would, or we'll be off the air.
Well, you see, when Lincoln wrote the Gettysburg Address, most people don't notice that it was actually my cousin that was responsible for it. I'm glad you asked how it happened. You see, when he wanted to write the Gettysburg Address, he didn't have a pencil. Yeah? Now, how could you write a Gettysburg Address without a pencil? So he turned to the man next to him, happened to be my cousin. He said, "Excuse me, mister, you got a pencil?"
That's the way Lincoln said it.
Yeah, he talked a little Jewish, too. So what do you think happened? Gave him the pencil, and before you know it, you had the Gettysburg Address. I'll let you in on a secret. I don't like to talk about people.
Yeah?
Lincoln never gave him the pencil back. One favor. I know you've done it a jillion times, but just for me, once. Why not? That took a liking to you.
Look, we've got a commercial, and it's got a lead in, and you do a Sullivan that's the greatest, and I'd just like you to do the lead in right
You
there.
mean like Sullivan would do doing
the
a commercial?
Yeah, it's Sullivan leading into the commercial. You want to get
these
up?
prices, I usually don't take orders, but...
All right.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We can go right about here. I'm going to present the next one.
Hey.
Oh, excuse me.
No, it's fine. You just got to get into the commercial.
Oh, you want me to do the commercial?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll tell you the truth. I'll be honest with you, sir. I would like to help you with the commercial, but I got my own trouble. You'll have to do that yourself. You make a living here.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Glad you made it.
Let's sing a song everybody knows and everybody likes to hear. Maybe an old song, maybe a new, a song that we all hold dear.
As the blackbird in the spring in the willow tree sat and piped, I heard him sing praise of Orally, orally, made of golden hair. Sunshine came along with me, and swallows in the air.
Orally, the bird made free the willow's golden hair.
Swing through weather fitfully on the winter air. Orally, orally, made of golden hair. Sunshine came along with thee, and swallows in the air, and swallows in the
We had some very nice comments
last week on some of the old songs that we did. So once a week, we thought we'd include some songs like Orally, the one I just finished. We have 3 young ladies on our show. That gum, I got the crew. We have 3 young ladies on our show for the first time. And they're very talented. They're from a place called Danville, Virginia. They're lovely and they're young and they sing well. And we're delighted to have them with us. The Willis Sisters.
In the shade of the old apple tree, where the love in your eyes I could see, when a voice that I heard, like the song of a bird, seemed to whisper sweet music to me. We could hear the dull buzz of the bee in the blossoms as you said to me. With a heart that is true, I'll be waiting for you in the shade of the old apple tree. We could hear the dull buzz of the bee in the blossoms as you said to me. With a heart that is true, I'll be waiting for you in the shade of the old apple tree. You were mine for just a while, now you're putting on the style, and you never once looked back at the girl across the track. You're the top above the town, but my heart can still be found where you tossed it on the ground. Pick me up on your way down. Oh, pick me up on your way down when you're blue and all alone. When the glamour starts to bore you, come on back where you belong. You may be their pride and joy, but they'll find another toy, and then they'll take away your crown. Pick me up on your way down.
In the sky, the bright stars, baby. On the bank, the pale moon shone. It was down and diamond, where honey I was singing merrily home. I was singing merrily home. I was singing merrily home. It was down and diamond, where honey I was singing merrily home. Ready, baby?
Willie.
Rambling road, rambling road. Why you ramble? I no one knows. While the wind blows, that's how you grow. Who can please you? A rambling road. more of our show in just 1 minute.
We've had a lot of fun. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed the show tonight, and hope you'll join us next Thursday when we'll have Joe Stafford and Don Adams and our usual gang around here. Until then, good luck to you. God bless you. Everybody's your out there. Bless your heart once in a while. It's good for you. Thank you, and a good night.